Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching The Breakfast Show live on Nile TV International. And as we noted in our introduction, we're going to be shedding the light on the 4th edition of the World Youth Forum, which is going to be held in the Red Sea resort city of Sharm el-Sheikh from the 10th till the 13th of Jan 2022. And we're going to be also shedding the light on the keenness of the Egyptian leadership to engage youth from across the globe in the upcoming World Youth Forum. And to shed more light on this topic, we're most delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Hanady Ragaei, a human development expert. A very good morning, doctor, and Merry Christmas to you.
Very good morning to you, Kareem. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you so much. Doctor, first of all, if you can tell us about the significance of holding the 4th edition of the World Youth Forum.
Actually, holding such as like this conference, it is absolutely a big Egypt and all over the world. This is the first. Second, this will start to invest in our country in a big, of course, with a big numbers. Absolutely, all the people that they are sharing in this conference, they will be, opening a new industries. You can have a new work chance for all over the Egypt, even not only in Cairo, So that's, I think this will make all the leaders or business owners start to move their think about the new era that Egypt is going right now under the supervision of our President, Mr. Abdel Fattah al-Sisi.
Yes, speaking about the conference also and the special attention that the Egyptian government under the leadership of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is paying special attention to youth. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, I think first of all, the main objective of this conference, they are, focusing on the technology, okay? So that means all the leaders, such as, the ministers, business owners, they will start to find about the people who is expert in this field. And that means that we're going to have 2 tracks, Kareem. The first one, it is the technical or let's say the financial, transformational that Egypt is going to follow it in the financial inclusion. And there is also the technology transformation. We're going to find also the leadership transformation. And I think the second one, it's the most important during this conference because you're going to change the culture, the thinking, thinking style. So the leaders, please, I think they have to understand the message that is coming from our President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to start. Their business has to be very developed. Their business has to be, following the new era for the new Egypt, as we already know that Egypt is totally different, right, these days.
Yes. To what extent, Dr. Hanady, do you see the Egyptian youth being empowered by the political leadership in the country?
The new generations. I think let's start from the scratch, which will be the schools and the universities. All the people, they are going to this era by studying information technology, learning from, the e-learning. All these era, it helps them to, to follow the change that we're going to face it during the coming days. That's why I think that the new generation also, they are participating in this conference and they are very keen to understand what is new, to match the needs and the requirements for the working market very soon. That's why they have to be a little bit, the initiatives in them, it has to be increased during this new era that Egypt is going to.
Yes. Also, what about, Dr. Hanady, the realizing the new normal, of course, in light of the unprecedented global emergency that brought the whole world to the standstill, COVID-19, and reimagining the world post-COVID-19. I believe also this will be one of the important aspects of the World Youth Forum.
Yes, absolutely. The COVID-19, as much, yeah, it was a very horrible crisis that we faced it maybe more than 2 years now, Kareem, but I think it has some of positive area because, all the, yes, the e-learning, as I mentioned, we finished, all the people, I mean, they finished their studying during the e-learning, either all the even if it's undergrad or they are, MBAs students, doctorate students, all of these people or all the segments in our society, we've been ready. And I think there was also a huge business acumen between all the ministries. I mean that the health ministry, the educational ministry, and also the prime ministries, they start to prepare the crisis management role and workflow during the COVID-19. That's why we've been, this time, it's the first time in Egypt we are preventing the crisis. So we've been ready for this crisis and we're still facing this crisis. I know that Egypt, one of the most countries that face this crisis for the education and learning. And all the, as I mentioned, on the level of the students, they complete their studying in a very successful way. So we've been very succeed country to face this crisis. I do believe in this, and I know this is our image, and this is our competitive advantages in all over the world that Egypt has been, super in this crisis.
Indeed. Dr. Hanady, do you believe also that this forum would be an opportunity for the Egyptian youth, not only Egyptian youth, but also youth from across the globe to come in a dialogue with decision makers, also different aspects of the society to come together and to discuss their concerns and also to be as a source of inspiration for the youth from across the globe?
Yes, absolutely. It's a golden opportunity for these people to start to think about Egypt as, as an area that they can start their business, especially during this conference. As I know, a lot of people, they are participating, and even our President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, he is there almost. So we start to open the dialogue, the conversations, and how to increase their business here in Egypt. Due to the technology that we are, developed in Cairo or in all over the government. So I think it would be very positive, this conference, I think, from all over the world and even from the Middle East, because I know that the Gulf area, can we say also, yes, most of them from the Gulf area, they do prefer to study and to increase their business in Egypt, because we are a very popular and we are very emotional people. That's why they prefer to be here in Egypt, Karim.
Yes, indeed. Dr. Hanady Ragaei, human development expert, we really appreciate your insight and thank you so much for being with us on The Breakfast Show. And dear viewers, by this we come to the end of today's episode of The Breakfast Show. You're in the company of myself, Kareem Gamaluddin, and my colleague Dina Hussein. Until we meet again, this is goodbye.